Hi, this is Jackie from Group 5, and today I will be presenting our IDM, Blast from the Past, using digital content to engage students in social studies. Blast from the Past is a design model that begins with a rigorous and relevant compelling question to draw students in. Students will focus on a compelling question that is centered around the Industrial Revolution. Our model will guide the learner to articulate and defend their point of view on the question of what rights should workers have. To help students create their final argument to the compelling question, students will be presented with the four subtopics of revolutionary inventions, women in the Industrial Revolution, wage laws, and child labor laws. Students will be brought to this splash screen where they will immediately be able to log in. This is also where teachers will log in. And with our IDM, we chose to keep the look very simple. We understand that some teachers may not be as tech savvy, and if there are too many elements on the page, they may get confused. So we did keep our IDM very simple. As we said, students will select the student login and they will be brought to this page. On this page, students are presented with the compelling question, and below that are the four subtopics that center around the central idea. Once the student has completed that subtopic, a check mark will appear beside it as an indication that they can move on to the next section. Here we will select the Module 4. A header page will appear with the module name, and you can proceed to the content by selecting the Next button. Students will be first brought to the video that relates back to the module title. Videos will be very brief in length, ranging from 3 to 7 minutes. When students select the Next button, they will be brought to the thought wall. The thought wall will present a question, and students are free to respond to the question and even to respond to their peers. Here we really want to see students responding to their peers. We want the collaboration to be flowing, and of course the thought wall is monitored so that negative sayings can be removed by the teacher. The next page will provide students with 3 different source views that they can view. Students will click on the link to the historical text, and the historical text will be expanded and they can read about important information. Students will also have an area where they can jot down their questions about the text. There is also a highlighter feature that allows students to highlight important facts or bits of information in the text. Once they're done with one historical review, they can click the button that will return them back to the source reviews. In order to proceed, students will be required to view all 3 of the source reviews. Once they've viewed all three of them and completed them, the source reviews will appear with a check mark, and the students can then click on the Next Page button. Polls will be featured throughout the modules to gauge students' opinions on the information presented and whether or not they agree with the actions that were taken. The final slide of each module will bring the students to a space where they can construct their compelling argument. Once they've submitted their compelling argument, they can then click back on the home button that will take them back to the splash screen with the 4 module topics.